going on, everybody? We are live for Monday Night Raw. Woo! Oh my god. But I've grown bored, and I wouldn't mind entertaining the masses. Thanks, we only have the entire 3 months of a bit of free time to go over Raw. So, while watching near the end of Chicago PD, whatever shitty plot they have, we're about to go into a shitty amount of wrestling. Gotta clear off my desk because I sadly spilled some seltzer water. It's incredibly sensitive. Why make it entirely plastic? It's easy. Like, seltzer water is more troublesome than soda. I'm being dead ass about that. Also, I heard Cody Rhodes suffer some type of BS injury in the main event of Hell in a Cell. So I guess it was a personal rivalry. I don't know if whatever the hell's going to happen to Seth Rollins. Where's Roman going to be in all this over the hype after Hell in a Cell? Money in the Bank's going to change venues because without majority of the stars, of course Money in the Bank is not going to go to a bigger venue. It's like Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Lashley. Actually, we only have Cody and Seth. And Drew. And Bianca. What's going on, Sonic? Yo, Rose, what's poppin', bro? And I don't know. Oh, okay, they're recapping. It's odd how they're recapping while still having the commentary table of Hell in a Cell out. That's weird. It's, but what's poppin', everybody? I don't want this to be boring of me just shitting over the last, I don't know, several minutes, hours. So I'm going to put it up there for anybody who's trying to pull up. Obviously, Seth Rollins trying to get into the head of Cody Rhodes. Ready for Monday night? Bore? No. I never are, bro. I never am, bro. I wish I was. I wish I was excited to come late night. Oh, shit. Cody Rhodes' chest. Jesus Christ. Like an overly nursed tit. That's what it looks like, dog. Congratulations. Let's give it up for Sonic the Hedgehog. 202 subs up in the channel. Wait, you're back at 97? Oh, man. But still, you'll make it up there. It won't take that long. So the selling point was obviously Seth taking advantage of the injured and overly bruised ass chest. Where did that even come from? Where did he even suffer the injury from? And by the way, remember the YouTube viewership, the major pipe bomb from MJF on Dynamite? Other than that and the CM Punk injury, I need you guys to go over one thing. What else happened to the show to make that worthy of 1 million views? Well, because MJF said something, just did a work shoot. And yes, we knew it was a work roast. They wouldn't be displaying that. Or they wouldn't be going over public terms. You guys got worked. It worked. And we're talking about it. That drew like 996 viewers, by the way. Rampage did even worse. It got like 300,000. Dog, I know nobody on whoever does consistently wrestling reviews. They don't talk about Rampage consistently because Rampage has nothing to go over. So Cody Rhodes overcomes the odd with his overly sucked chest by his dog. So that's practically what happened. Hope you enjoyed the Dwayne Wade video. Loved it. Loved it. Appreciate it. So we're live here for Monday Night Raw. I swear, we need to stop. I hope fans I hope that Raw Robot dies. We're here in Green Bay, Wisconsin for Monday Night Raw. I hope wrestling fans stop doing this. Whenever a big moment happens, you stop fucking clapping. Get up off your seat. Make big pops. Make it feel like an exciting environment. We're seeing guys get beaten the hell out of. Nobody wants to see. They have a countdown for Judgment Day, welcoming a new member again. That's nice. Please stop. We need actual excitement. This is why we're going into the main event of shows, and the crowd's dead. If I see an applaud, that just shows like, oh, it's good, but you know, I'm not seeing major pops, dog. I haven't seen fans be excited to be in a wrestling event since TNA. Back in the Impact Zone days, dog. So, and also, tag team Street Profits will face off against the Usos for you're gonna love this one, guys. It's a championship contendership match. They're still doing this shit. Why? Don't the Street Profits just get a shot for the tag titles? Thanks, they have been the only people next to RK Bro to catch the tag team's attention. Why is that so difficult to make? It seems like the only people on the radar of the Usos is the Street Profits. They earn it and they gain a championship match here on Raw. Like, why do we have to drag it out just for this to probably end off DQ of the Street Profits garnering probably an upset win? And even if the champions lose, nobody looks good at the end of the day. So you have to make a title shot with the champion? What part? I'm good. I forgot I have a drink on me. Also, I heard the Golden State Warriors took Game 2 in a dominant fashion. Oh, but we could have got 1 million views with the NBA Finals. The NBA Finals was on the second, I think. Dynamite was on the first. So, oh wow, this is embarrassing. So Cody Rhodes coming into the grand amount of white people here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, here in the arena, home of the losers. I mean, the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm kidding. It's in Milwaukee. Know your geography, kids. Bro, how much they failed to still try to build over to the hype of Cody Rhodes still thinking, I know the fans will love me. Like, the fans love me. Like, I was a star on AEW. We competed with NXT. That means I'm a bigger star than Drew McIntyre. I don't think you know. You just said you competed with a developmental brand. What part of that means that you're? I think the fans are gonna love me and my black wife. We don't need Brandy. Oh, thank God! I gotta stop lying to myself. Going over like everybody's talking about the overly, like everybody on social media is loving the overcome of Cody Rhodes' purple nurple. Oh God. Cody Rhodes' promos are good. My problem, it feels like his script was always on autocorrect so he can use bigger words. That's what I feel Cody Rhodes' promos are. Cody. We're going to have a match at Money in the Bank. I don't feel like CM Punk, Seth Rollins is a bad talker. He's just It's not even Xbox heat. It's like, I want to shoot you heat. Like, you laugh again, Rollins, that feels like a federal offense. That feels like verbal assault, and I'm gonna hurt you. I don't want to hear him talk. It's a privilege to do what I do. Adrenaline in the fall. I know that my wife's a hoe. I only watched a shot with Brandy because Dominique Wilkins was there. Whoa! Yeah. I think I remember that's why I watched a shot of Brandy. Didn't she also do one with Dennis Rodman or Shaq? But then spilled water on his goddamn face for that shitty storyline that only made Jade Cargill look good. And Shaq will get his highlight mix this week. Haven't done a basketball vid in a while due to my template. My tablet got broke. Oh, it happens. I haven't had a tablet in a while. Cody's about to cry. Cody's about to cry. It was in hell, in a cell. Cody Rhodes trying to do the best so he can look like a top baby face. I think that's what he wanted coming to WWE anyway. Thanks, he's only used to the WWE style. He's not an indie jobber. He's just a jobber. Just watch. If Roman Reigns was back to full time, he would be jobbing to him in a fucking heartbeat. If John Cena, Randy Orton, if Jeff Hardy came back and they were trying to get in a position for a top card, Cody would not be in the fucking conversation. He would be star dick again, and he would be trying to molest Angel Garza or something in the storyline, and they probably become a tag team where they become Angel Dust. Oh, you know what? I don't want to. Oh, that sounds bad. That sounds so bad. Garza and Code and Gold and Stardust, Angel Dust. That sounds like some Attitude Era shit, to be honest. Oh wow, they really have to point it to her face that Money in the Bank is next. So Cody Rhodes is trying to go for the Money in the Bank briefcase. And it's probably obvious that he's going to win. So why am I here? It's like any other guy that's prevalent on the roster being like, I'm going to put myself in the Royal Rumble match. I understand majority of heels. Babyface do it too. Like I'm supposed to give a shit. Like you're part of the roster. Why won't you be part of the Royal Rumble? That makes no sense to me. What the fuck you're gonna do? And Seth Rollins is coming in right now. Oh boy. Rollins is limping. We're actually showing effects after a dangerous match stipulation. You guys sell Hell in a Cell damage? I'm sorry, last time I checked, not a lot of wrestlers ever sell. Like fucking Kalisto will come from a tag team elimination chamber match, and they don't sell. Like they were probably in the most dangerous match. And I know that, like, guys, sell a dangerous match stipulation because you're going to be falling off metal, you're going to be hit with metal, and you're going to be tossed on metal. Guess what? No one's going to walk straight after getting hit with metal. whatever. Rollins is probably going to squeal his way and say that it was unfair how you beat me. And I'm also going to be in Money in the Bank. Ha ha. Oh, God. This is what happens when you get the guys who did 4Kids only shows and they write your Monday Night Raw. I don't like you, Cody. Sound like you didn't get to watch the pay-per-view. So Rollins got so Cody Rhodes has earned the respect of Rollins after his match at Hell in a Cell. I know he's slobbering on the dick right now after just saying that. DST's proud of you for beating me at Hell in a Cell. This feels like a tough enough episode finale. This doesn't sound like respect from a rival. Also, Jurassic Park is on E! Whoever wants to waste their time with that and go back to their nostalgia. Whatever Snapped is. I think just because of my cable provider, I can see what else is on cable while I'm not even on cable. I'm literally on my laptop watching this. So Rollins walking out, showing his respect to his opponent. My father says, "You're a disappointment." No, I did not watch it. I was watching Scary Movie 2. Oh, if you watch Scary Movie 5, Sonic, you can just unsubscribe. So Cody's supposed to be going for surgery. Yeah. July 2nd is plenty of time, but still a month. Your mom's a hoe. Wow! My daughter says you're a disappointment. No, fuck. Oh my God. Rollins comes out of nowhere, just whack this shit out of Cody with a sledgehammer in the back of the head. Whoa. Oh my God. Call him a son of a bitch. Get some heat on him. Insult the heel. And Rollins. Oh my God. So he held the sledgehammer just to drop it again. Oh no. Oh. Rollins, again, stop him. Poke him. Poke him. Poke the bruise. Poke the bruise. Oh my god, the sledgehammer's cold. The sledgehammer's cold. Why don't you just put his shoulder on the steps and then you hit it with the sledgehammer? That would look painful. I know that sounds sadistic, but at least it works. Never seen the fifth one, but a lot of people think Shadow and Amy will be in the Fired film. Yeah, I think you were trying to see the third film. Yeah, they will be. Yeah, I think Shadow will be in the third movie. I don't know about Amy though, but I think they will add a kid, and I'll probably be the black kid. That's my opinion on it. So there'll be some emotional investment without adding too many extra characters. I hope there's not a lot of continuity errors with this because I'm really wishing that the third film will be good after two good films with Sonic the Hedgehog. That's it's all about keeping your expectations not that high. I'm not saying keeping them low, but keeping them not too high. I'm gonna try to watch up to the USFL games and see what I missed because I actually enjoy the football. The football is actually pretty good. Thanks that it doesn't have any advertising, the pacing's actually pretty okay. And there's fucking pyro, guys. It's not even July yet. You literally have a month until then, and the neighbors are wilding. Like a quiet day is something that a person can't have. Unless I got a soundproof room and I wasted my money on that, it's just ridiculous. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Can't get a PS5. Somehow can't even get my money back, even though I've requested, like, this is my fourth return. And UPS didn't even come. Was it like a holiday today on Monday? Because Memorial Day was last week. And they don't even call me after missing an order, missing a return order, or emailing me. So that's some bullshit. Almost 6:50. So we're gonna have the Necronomicon come back very soon. Around as soon as the NBA Finals is over and off season, because I don't know, I was getting some good YouTube numbers with well, for my standards on whenever I was talking about the NBA, especially when the most exciting part about the NBA is usually the NBA draft, but we really don't have the most exciting draft for the past 2 years since Zion Williamson got drafted, to be honest. And I don't know. I would say there was a plethora of playoff bias why Scotty Riggs, I forgot what his name was. Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year over Jalen Green and Cade Cunningham from the Jalen Green from the Houston Rockets and Cade Cunningham from he's from the Pistons. Then I heard there was a Pacers rookie that was doing good, or Maxey. Isn't Maxey a rookie? Like, it makes no sense. These are very impressive players. Officials are struggling to help Cody up. So the Necronomicon will come back around the start of the NBA free agency. Because I want to see how much the Knicks will fail like they did when they had that Supermax and wasted it on Julius Randle And let's be honest, Julius Randle is never a fucking superstar, all because he put up good numbers when he was on the Pelicans, and we think of paying him like he's Kevin Durant when he went to Golden State. That makes no sense to me. So Cody's still good to walk. Even though he got sledgehammered on the back of his head, that means he should be knocked out cold. So he's limping now. Chris Benoit comes out of nowhere! I'm kidding you, that didn't happen. So, Cody came out of nowhere with a sledgehammer. Triple H styled on his neck and still sold his shoulder because he fell on it. Makes zero sense, but it got heat on Rollins while Cody Rhodes gets written out with a severe injury. That's nice. They'll probably overpay Ricky Rubio. I bet my fucking liver on that. The Knicks just have an incompetent front office, incompetent GM, an incompetent team that goes over has-beens instead of potential stars. And when they actually build up on the goddamn youth, they waste it. Watch for Mitchell Robinson. He'll probably go to the Cavaliers. Mitchell Robinson should be on a good contending playoff team that needs a big man, like the Dallas Mavericks. He goes there. He can be a good finisher where there's Jalen Brunson, Spencer Dinwiddie, Luka Doncic. If he goes there, he will be a legit starter. That guy has tried too hard and has been a pivotal defensive big on the Knicks for the past couple seasons. And big time bitch, Becky Lynch, I'm watching her. What is her thing looking like Lady Gaga in 2025 like dick? Or looking like one of those Cyberpunk 2077 hookers that you killed after a one-night stand. And her smoke came late. That's nice. So it's obvious after the pay-per-view, Becky Lynch didn't become champion. Oh, how do you know that? Because she's not with the fucking belt, Jimmy. I don't know if that's difficult for you to fathom, but I think the champion is supposed to come out with the belt. And Dana Brooke's obviously going to get squashed. She was like, oh, do you feel better, Cody? She was already in the ring. Last night at Hell in a Cell. So her thing is like fashionista bit. What's the... Like, if they made her feel like a celebrity artist gimmick, I wouldn't mind. But she's Irish. And not that attractive. And she looks 50, even though Becky Lynch is like supposed to be in her mid to late 30s. And she looks like she's 40 years old. And the chick from The Fifth Element. That's not really a good look. I like Bianca Belair's new gear. It actually makes her look a bit more athletic. I think she actually is. Asuka. If I see another goddamn promo, just add subtitles. We're watching her on TV. Why do I don't get subtitles? Whenever she comes around spewing Japanese, it's not making me sound racist. Everybody understands whenever Asuka's on the mic, she acts like a silly retard. Whenever she just comes around spewing Japanese, and they just expect people to understand the goddamn kanji out of nowhere whenever it's like, what's your opinion on what Charlotte Flair said about your efforts last week on pay-per-view? Like, add subs, bitch. I don't need to know if you liked Naruto or not. Just tell me how you felt what Charlotte said. So it's obvious that Becky didn't even have a chance to get the pin to win, and immediately this match is scrapped. 24/7 titles getting chased down. And they're expecting this shit to still be funny. And Tozawa, is he still wearing the ninja shit? Oh my god, release him, please. And immediately this Brooks won it. So does that mean that the match still continues with her and Becky Lynch? And Becky immediately cuts it off, being like, this shit is stupid. I don't think anybody wants to do any smash with you, Becky. So the 24/7 title is going to be on the line, thanks everybody was interrupting our match. So Dana Brooke got to defend the 24/7 championship. And the match is probably going to last for under 10 minutes. Hopefully under 10 minutes. Hopefully under... Is that Vince Staples? That guy's still relevant? Wasn't he in like Kanye's label until he noticed he ain't shit? Oh, back on the Knicks subject, didn't they sign Bobby Portis in? Oh yeah, he did win the title for the Milwaukee Bucks after they thought that he didn't deserve the $50 million. That's wild. Imagine you don't roll with the free agent you just signed, and guess what? He's already going to win a title with a different team that's still under your contract. That's a sad twist of fate if I've ever seen one, dog. How is it statistically proven when Ryback stops giving petty death threats at guys more successful than he is? I'm tired of it. I'm sick of Ryback being fucking relevant for probably the worst reasons. I've lost respect for Ryback in plenty of ways. His unprofessionalism, his pettiness, him just coming around just being like, oh, because I didn't get over from a fake show involving fake fights. Your mom's a whore and you need to die, you old bag. Wait, what the hell, Ryback? It's just so sad. So we're going to have Becky Lynch versus Dana Brooke for the 24/7 title. What's going on, Christian? Christian! Christian! Finally on the chat. Oh, God, my throat. Yeah, so I'm not completely 100%. Probably going to hit up the gym tomorrow. Because just getting bedridden makes you feel like you're heavy as shit when you finally back off to work and you require a lot of body movement. I'm Judge Joe Bryant, and I'm putting you under content. This priest is looking like if Jalen Rose turned 80 today. Yeah, now Becky, yeah, because they interrupted her fucking match, so that means that she gets a title shot. Technically, the match still continues because Becky didn't beat either chick didn't beat each other, and the ref had to do his job. So I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. I just call it matches, John. 25 years of Michael Cole. Yes, 25 years of the coal mine. Remember that. I remember that. You don't want to remember that. We all got to. I don't get paid for this. If I got paid for watching Raw, I would say I was a fan. And we get another interruption. Asuka is coming out. Why? Oh, Jesus Christ. We are literally talking about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Why are you even saying that? Naruto! Naruto! Asuka gotta stop talking. And a roll up. Nope, not a roll up victory. Near fall after the distraction by Asuka. I don't know if that's really something to be happy about, Christian. Becky Lynch is still on TV. That's like not a benefit for anybody except anybody that likes 40-year-olds that are actually in their 30s. That's never a compliment. I think a woman would rather be complimented by looking like somebody at least a few years younger than they actually are. For some women, they would take that as a blessing. For EDP, he might take that as a blessing. For the wrong reasons, for sure. A senton missed off Dana Brooke in an immediate boot by Becky Lynch. Looking like Lady Gaga extra hooker. Trying to take control. A terrible bridge. I swear Dana Brooke sucks ass. Asuka held on to the pin so sloppily. And Dana Brooke just retained the 24/7 title by the help of Asuka Kazama. Yes, that's a Tekken reference. I'm still with this nerd shit because Asuka's with this nerd shit. Everybody in wrestling is now with this nerd shit. That's cool now. Back in the day, people wanted to be bigger than a wrestler. They wanted to be movie stars, actors, and inspiration. And now everybody wants to be a streamer. Has ambition failed for a lot of wrestlers? 20 years of hustle, loyalty, and respect. Not for the fan base, though. So we're going to get a DVD set of John Cena. Holy shit, it's been 20 years of John Cena. I'm old people. We're old people. I remember the first time I saw John Cena, he was in that parking lot. He was in that parking lot brawl match with Eddie Guerrero on SmackDown. I remember it like it was over 15 years ago. So, of course, we're going to be live for Monday Night Raw in El Paso, Texas for the 20th anniversary of John Cena. John. John Bradshaw Layfield hasn't been on Raw. I don't know. It's just a habit now. Maurice, and I don't know why Miz is looking like a fucking stalker. I mean, of course, he's looking behind of Maurice. I think everybody wants to look at the behind of Maurice. Too bad it's Miz did obviously the smartest thing in the world. Use that chloroform. I mean, good cologne to get that woman somehow. God damn, how? How? I first saw John Cena when he fought Undertaker back in 2004. I think they first fought in 2003, though. I'm gonna make you famous. I swear. Biker Taker's quotes come straight out of a prison movie. Do you respect me? You think you're better than me? I'm gonna make you famous. Pick up that soap. What? Oh my god, Maurice, is that an assistant? No, that's my husband. Remember, I was in the Marine 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, I saw those on layaway on Kmart before it was about to close down. Holy shit, my life. Asuka shit on oh yeah, she does have a YouTube channel. Do people literally? I don't think up, up, down, down has been prevalent to anything since like 2016. Just like G4, And that's the sad thing. I'm actually a subscriber to the Black Hokage. I like his content. It's sad a guy of his talents is not at 1 million subscribers. And I get it. He gets probably a lot of connections, and he can make a living with the type of talent he has. And he comes around being like, "Bro, I don't need. I already do reviews. I did Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, you reviewed Ghost of Tsushima? Yeah, on exports. I mean, on X Games. What? Oh, no, I reviewed in 2021. The game came out 3 years ago. Yo, bro, just subscribe to X Play. I'm not doing that. I watch your reviews for your reviews. I'm not going to a different channel for that type of bullshit. Don't call me a weirdo. That means that I actually want to watch your fucking content. That's so stupid. Whoever, he's retarded. I'm sorry. That's stupid. You're promoting your work in a third platform that nobody even watch. How do you have 500k subs and you only average like 15,000 viewers? That's a terrible platform. That's awful. Anybody excited for the NBA draft this year? Is there any top prospects that I'm supposed to care about? Of the Black Hokage, he's a gaming YouTuber. He is a guy. Probably, I don't know if a lot of more people know his name. Is Modern War Negro. That sounds so terrible. But he's part of G4. If anybody remember, that was like a video game television channel, and it died. And now they're back on Twitch, where it dies as well. It's like me doing my live streams, but I air it on ESPN YouTube channel. Like, who's gonna go on ESPN? Who's gonna go on something? Who's gonna try to watch something? Oh my god. Yeah, that's how bad it is. G4 ain't shit, dude. Yeah, 500k subs. You don't average 200k a video. You average fucking 15,000 viewers. That's disgusting. Eat good in the neighborhood, Applebee's. But you had white neighbors, so your steak is fucking awful. You don't taste any season. I went to my little brother's worst option because we were just coming out of his birthday was right after school, so some places were closing down early, so we did plan on celebrating. Oh my god, Maurice's tits. But we celebrated it a bit late, going to a nearby Applebee's because no good places were open at that time period. My little bro's steak was so raw, undercooked. It took him at least one bite until he noticed it was incredibly chewy, completely red in the center. I swear. We gave him a second chance. Thankfully, they lessened the charge of the check. And Miz has a special guest on Miz TV, obviously with the two big guests here being Maurice's tits. So Raw already gets an up by me. This is already the best segment out of Cody Rhodes getting jumped. And literally Dana Brooke beating Becky, obviously trying to get into a feud with Asuka. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. That's obvious. That's not because it's a cool line. He didn't steal that from The Rock. That's actually what he says to his wife whenever she thinks that he's going to hit him again. I am so sorry. It's so awful. The DST show does not support domestic abuse unless it's necessary. Bitch, when my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. Honey, no! my god, Mrs. Remember that we're stars because we have a reality show that airs on the TV show that I'm already on. That is so sad. It'd be even sadder if you try to air it on a different television channel. Like, Mrs. will be on Bravo. What the fuck's on Bravo? Single mothers watch Bravo. You watch E, you watch Bravo. I know you're a woman. You're probably 10 years older than me. And you have a daughter. And no husband. It's not an insult, it's an absolute fact. Bro. The artistic Matt Riddle. Just, oh god. Dude, I remember there was a mad racist joke, and I don't know why jokes nowadays, especially for young people, has gotten incredibly more racist. Why are there colorful kangaroos? This is not for children. Because I know children want to watch something cool. You're showing me colorful kangaroos with pyrotechnics with a guy that fights barefoot. But back to the other thing. So this is correlated to the Batman movie that just came out. And somebody said, "Riddle me this, Batman. Who has lists of the jobs, but does more of the crime?" What the hell's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? The only thing they show on Bravo is the Real Housewives of what? Everything. The Real Housewives. Nobody wants to go over the real husbands, the real jailbirds of WNBA players. You think WNBA players have husbands? Be honest with me. Be very honest. Miz is just never gonna run out of the era of the early 2010s, and it's sad. He come over to the spiked head again because he remembered that was the only time he was actually prevalent on TV. And if anybody can remember the fashion of the early 2010s, it's obviously a kid who lived in it. Because I remember white kids, especially white kids, when it was good, especially black kids when they were doing mohawks, snapbacks, when snapbacks were way more prevalent. Because you can have the curved brim back in the day with no snapback back in the day. Just a regular fitted cap back in the 2000s. But back in the day, it was a snapback. Sometimes kids even put it on the side of where you hold your belt. And DCs, like a lot more sneaker shoes, were prevalent back in the day. I don't know even. Nobody watches WNBA, dude. Bro, your wife has tits, dude. Oh, piece of tiny balls. Oh. Why have to look at your pants? Just to make that joke look funny, yo, Miz, I'm sick. Oh, you have tiny balls. This is not made for children. This is for the children that are terminally ill. This is... Vince just knows his demographic goes to the people that are still watching off the airlines, because I heard that a majority of the viewership comes over from airline TVs, barbershops, because it's prevalent that people watch Fox for the news and shit. And, of course, for sports. And, of course, for the terminally ill Make-A-Wish kids that can't move away from the seats and can't ask for the doctor to change the channel because they're too weak to talk loudly. That sounds mean, but it's true. Also remember those shorts Well, if you remember that attire. Yeah, I remember. It was way more baggy. A lot more people wore cargo or ripped jeans a lot more. I mean, yeah, people still watch ripped jeans, but a different style. I'm in a tuxedo. He's gonna say no and walk away. And then he's gonna bring up something with his wife so Miz can fight him in a tuxedo, and then he loses clean. Bro, end it. Oh, and Tommaso Ciampa comes out of nowhere and hits him with a knee strike. And Miz is just dumbfounded. This fucking midget just jumped Riddle. No, at least Ciampa looks like he hits the gym, so I'm not gonna disrespect him. He can probably not jump and punch me in the face anymore. So Miz is gonna take advantage of this like a fucking vulture. Gonna assault Riddle while he's already down to the ground by Ciampa. They're probably gonna call him Ciampa. They're probably gonna shorten the Ciampa in under a month. I bet this is gonna take under a month. I'm grateful with the money I got saved up from my job, so I can actually get stuff that I need or want. Primarily what I want. I don't know, since I was like 18. No, since I was like 16. I really don't get clothes from my parents anymore, so I really gotta actually work so I can get clothes. Or Jordans. Jeremy Lin makes sneakers. Do people buy it out of sympathy whenever you cried that you won an NBA Finals because you were on the fucking bench? Get over yourself. If they're that good, you would have been starting. Don't take it like Nick Nurse hates Asians. That's why they won an NBA Final without you. It's like, oh, it's you or Kyle Lowry, or it's you over Kawhi Leonard. I'm sorry, Lynn. Life doesn't work that way for your life, okay? Metaguest. Thought it was called the Oculus Rift. Taco Bell. I don't know. It's a love-hate relationship with Taco Bell. It's either too much white sauce, pause, or I don't know. It's like missing something whenever it has like hash browns, what looks to be little donut balls, and a breakfast burrito. That shit better be under $5, or else I'm never buying it. I'll probably go to Taco Bell tomorrow. I heard they have a taco pizza. And they probably have better pizza than the Pizza Hut that's connected to one of those Taco Bells whenever you drive around the road. And you know, some of you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Whenever you go over to a Taco Bell, it's always a cross with probably a Wendy's. I know, not a Wendy's, like a Burger King or a Taco or a Pizza Hut. Because whenever you see a Pizza Hut, it's always going to close down for something. Like there's an old little outlet that I used to live around Queens. They had a freaking Pizza Hut restaurant. And guess what that's replaced with? Fucking Chick-fil-A. If you lived in an area for over 20 years, you see a lot of stuff change. Sometimes for the worst, or sometimes the better. Like Maurice having a bigger chest. You see, time always has its positives and negatives. Like Maurice Tits, you married The Miz. you conceived a child with The Miz. And you're stuck with that. Or your MSK. And a Pele kick by Riddle. So this match is now impromptu. And because you made fun of my friend Randy. Why not just let Miz get some heat for being a coward, and he just hits him with a fucking chair, so we can move into another segment? Why do we have to just see Riddle try to get over a Miz with this? Like, why waste my time even more? Because it's either Ciampa comes up back again, and Riddle's doing the elevated DDT. Telling homage to Randy Orton. Stop it, please. I remember Cinnamon, like all of us just stopped streaming it because Riddle kept doing Orton's moves, and it looked so fucking stupid. Triangle, never mind, comes back into the apron, tries to kick the head out of Miz, because that's the only head that he's getting at the end of the day, because of course Maurice is not going to give it. He's going to rip the pants like that meme on TikTok. Bro. I think they did too much of Miz getting stripped down whenever he wears a suit on a segment on Raw. Like, if you guys can count how many times they do that on Raw, I think it's way too much. Because I remember they did something like this last year with Bad Bunny. It involved Miz getting stripped. Mix grabs the purse of Maurice, and it hits Miz with the RKO. Why not just use your own finish? Why not just get yourself over, for fuck's sake? And guess what? Miz is lose. Don't worry, you'll probably face off against Cody in the future anyway. Because obviously Cody is going to be a star. You know why? Because you wrestled Miz 3 times a month. Kill me. Imagine you come back to the main roster and, so I'm going to be hyped up and I'm going to get packages, I'm going to get promos, and I'm going to hype up to face Roman on pay-per-view. No, you're going to face Miz for several weeks and then you're going to feud with Rollins. Did these guys get elevated at all? No, not that much. Are you crying? Almost. Somebody actually brought an above average looking chick on Monday Night Raw. Well, that'll be the last time they'll come in here. We don't advertise casuals on Monday Night Raw. I'm not saying I do. I'm saying wrestling fans don't. NXT in your house. Oh, yeah, I heard Joe Gacy lost, I think, the NXT title match. Diamond Mine won the tag titles. I heard Athena's a piece of shit on AEW. I mean, Ember Moon. NXT 2.0, I heard, is sucking a lot more. And I don't know why it's still on TV. Just make it an exclusive. If it's a developmental, just make it a network exclusive. Make sure there's a reason for people to watch Peacock. Hey, there's a show where you can watch the younger stars on WWE. Or else it doesn't make it important whenever people watch NXT if they can watch whatever they want. Look at these black guys. Everybody. So the Street Profits are heading in. They're going to face the Usos in a championship contenders match. Yes, you earn your shot of facing the fucking champions for a title shot. Riddle me this. Who has no brains, or motherless, or intelligent? The writers. I don't know why it's so difficult. It didn't take so long, guys. Come on. So the Street Profits are going to be in action against 3-minute warning. I mean, the Usos. 2-minute warning. Were they called 3-minute warning? I understand they called themselves that because of Rico was managing, but Anybody remembers Rico with his dumbass theme song? You're so good to me. It made it worse because of Billy and Chuck. And here comes Jamal and Rosie. I mean, Jimmy and Jay. Fake Black Usos. The 20-time tag team champions. Can they please just get single belts, please? Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Oh, Jesus Christ. Rose, please. No. Rose, come on, man. Bring out the lesbians! I think those women have names, Eric. Bring them out! What the fuck? Whose man is this? Bring them out! I know if you don't want these women to be nothing but eye candy, but can't you just call them escorts? No, they're lesbians because they're hot and they touch each other. Yeah, I think we're terrible at writing a show, guys. And bring out Rikishi and drag. Oh, Nia Jax got released? Okay. And immediately Montez Ford just snuffs one of the Usos. Goes for the schoolboys, immediately catching Jimmy off guard. Immediately for the crucifix. 1 DUI, 2 DUI. It is a near fall. You know, I know a lot of people give Montez Ford credit, but Angelo Dawkins, he actually has some good heavyweight moves. I like that little lift up twisted neck breaker he does. It's actually a pretty cool looking finisher. But he never gets a 3 count with it. That's the sad part. And there's the double flapjack. 1, 2 DUI, 3 DUI. No, it's a near fall. Usos got to restructure and strategize. The Street Profits are in the up and up. And we don't know how to transition into commercial breaks. So here's another Pizza Hut ad. If you want to know how to get sick, go to Papa John's, please. You get the pizza, but the sacrifice of racism. What's wrong with you? It's true. Fake Black Jey Usos now got tagged in. And so has Montez Ford. I want to actually hear it from actual wrestlers. Is it really better to wear sneakers than actual boots? Does that really benefit? Really? Because I'm not going to crease my fucking Jordan 10s all because I feel like it'll help me with a drop kick. That makes no sense. Fuck out of here. I'd rather get $60 wrestling boots that will hold up than $120 kicks all because I feel like that's going to be more comfy. Unless it's a gimmick, I'm not doing it. Sami Zayn's going to say, Uso again while helping the Usos probably beat the Street Profits. Yeah, Us. Don't say that. That's our word. You don't say that. You don't say that. You know how long in our 300 years of Samoans, we've been ridiculed. Are you really comparing that to the N-word? Yeah. And the Usos are outside for like the second time in like under 10 minutes, guys. Why not just make this a tag title match and then you just end it off DQ when you build up for the pay-per-view? Why not if you tease the Street Profits for the last month? Since like WrestleMania Backlash, you've been trying to tease these guys to be the next contenders after RK Bro escalated. So why not just call them the future contenders? Thanks, they've been the only people that get into the number of the Usos, so that makes no sense. So after waste of time for a match that obviously is probably going to go one way or another. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And clotheslines Jey Uso outside. For it's finally gonna go high risk. Oh, they're not gonna take a break and strategize. Ford mocking the bloodline and doing a senton off the steel steps. Hey, yo, you're getting too close to these white people, Ford. They'll hang you. And we're up to commercial break. Thank God. Thank God. When will be game 3 of the NBA Finals? I actually want to figure that out. Hopefully it'll be on Wednesday when I have a lot more time. I don't want to talk about Dynamite. You're telling me that's your highest buzzing episode of Dynamite yet after Double or Nothing. It only got under 1 million views. And then Punk immediately gets hurt. Stop. Punk got it. I suggest this because it was the same way with this match he had at Double or Nothing with Hangman Adam Page. He kept trying to do the shit from 10 years ago. He kept doing springboard moves. You even saw in the 6-man tag he had with FTR, and he came around fucking up his leg. And why jump on the fans? Also, I heard that the Utah Jazz is moving away from their head coach. That's put them in consistent playoff. It's either blow up the team or let Mitchell come to the Knicks. I'm really wishing for the latter right now. Please. Please. I'm begging you. Yes, it'll be Wednesday, June 8th, Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Some team has to take the lead in the tied series after Golden State won like 107 to like 88. So a 19-point lead. That's crazy. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna stop watching. I gotta stop. God damn. I just gotta wonder, like, do people ever confuse the Usos for saying the Us like the N-word? Because not a lot of people are gonna always think of bro when the Usos been acting hoodish since like 2016. I'm being dead ass. It's pretty uncomfortable whenever it's like, you know what's happening, Us? Like they're about to take your car and your shoes, and they keep saying Us, and they're trying to be babyface. Yo, what's popping, Us? Okay, get the car. I've at least enjoyed like one wrestling show outside of just the AEW and WWE. But saddest thing is it's a bit too short. It's Major League Wrestling that actually it used to be NWA Power. Instead, it lost most of its talent. Has not a lot of good talkers other than Nick Aldis. They're making Trevor Murdoch the top star in that promotion, and mid card donor. So you tell me how that show is actually doing. You tell me. And that's after they blacklisted Jim Cornette. Because after that leak about him saying the N-word live in an interview, that they don't talk about him that often, even though he was a commentator for a while. Yeah, I like Jacob Fatu. That guy looks like a badass. He acts like a badass. I feel like he's like if the Usos mixed with Umaga. Hammerstone's not that bad. They actually have legit heavyweights. Richard Holiday. It's sad that the Hart Foundation, that's actually how I actually watched MLW when they had Teddy Hart, Davey Boy Smith Jr., and Brian Pillman Jr. They actually redid the Hart Foundation. They had a badass song. It was by it was like a remix of The Three Kings by Jay-Z, Rick Ross. You can look it up. It's a great beat. Oh, Alex Kane. Boomaye! 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 Enzo Amore is there as well. Casey Navarro, Bandito, King Muertes or Mil Muertes from Lucha Underground. They even had Jeff Cobb. Probably if they were like if they displayed a bit more of the roster instead of doing like Microman shit. Angelo Dawkins nearly did the goddamn splits after an uppercut. Did you see Azteca Underground shows? Yeah, they were entertaining. Some were really good matches. Octagano looked good. Some of the multi-man matches were good. I wish it was a bit more gritty looking. But there were fine shows. Not something that I would watch consistently, though. Yeah, I hate Microman, too. I fucking hate Microman. And people like taking it like, this little guy's over! No, he's not. I do like Duran. You know, that's the same guy who is the manager for the top authority figure on Lucha Underground. And he's a great talker. I suggest for people to watch the show. It's only on YouTube, just like what like NWA used to be on, and it's only an hour. And wrestling fans at least have an hour of time in their life, as they are watching 5 hours of this bullshit. So there's nothing excusing you guys watching the show, and I suggest it. They have good cinematography. They actually do vignettes. They have a Von Erich, so they at least have some legitimacy in names. Conan's there, 5150, Alex K. There's some actually good talent. And they're a sports-based product that I actually enjoy. So watch it. Shout out to MLW. The saddest thing is about trying to get that lawsuit with WWE. That was weird. Tossing Angelo Dawkins off a double Irish whip off the steps. That's way too much of a close-up to Jey Uso. And then it's back over to another commercial. Who do you think is the worst Tekken character? Who do you think is the worst Tekken character in I made a Kazuya tribute. Oh, that's cool. The worst Tekken character. Does this count DLC or guest characters or just from the story? I want to make sure of that before I make my opinion, because of course I have my biases. Because I would say Jack, all because he's so clunky to play as and he's super spammy, and his backstory is so mega stupid. I just never fuck with Jack. Like he's never my go-to character to pick whenever it's Tekken. It's either Steve Fox, Jin Kazama, Asuka, or Mokujin. I know bitches will choose Devil Jin because you're a bitch. You can't ever choose skill. You never practice. I hate you. Now back to friendlier content. I'm so sorry. That was so unnecessary. I also picked up Fight Night Champion. I didn't go over the story mode yet. I'm trying to get over the controls. I got my ass snuffed in a 12-rounder against Muhammad Ali. I wish there was more of an update because there's actually a lot of great boxing champions right now. Especially, who doesn't want to play as Tyson Fury? I know you can in the current UFC game. But I wouldn't mind a Fight Night game. That's actually pretty cool. And plus, boxing has gotten a lot of pay-per-view draws over wrestling, and sometimes UFC. Like Logan Paul and Mayweather did numbers. I think a lot of people wouldn't mind Conor McGregor in a boxing game, or Mr. T in a boxing game, Hulk Hogan in a boxing game. You can sell that while having Romeo Davis, Wilder. There's a lot of notorious boxers that you can put into a game. Put a story mode, put DLC, make online tournaments, because I think boxing video games are mad slept on. And why EA hasn't focused on that, but they turn a eye on FIFA that actually profits on their Ultimate Team, but the game sucks ass. I should know because I own it. Oh, I forgot Anthony Josiah, Joseph Parker. Dylan White. I heard he just lost to Tyson Fury. I had Knockout Kings in 2000 at one time, and I had Marlon Wayans and Tim Duncan in it. You made Tim Duncan in a boxing game? Aren't they putting Mr. T on 2K? Yeah, but yeah, they are. Springboard, and there is, of course, a plancha off the outside. But here comes one of those off the second rope. But Dawkins is going to go high risk. He's going to get super kicked. Oh, never mind. Oh my God, he actually did a top rope senton. Jesus Christ. And the fans are applauding like fucking soccer fans. Stubble spine buster. Go into the heavens. Oh, the high ass frog splash. I gotta get forward that. That is higher than Rob Van Dam. And I remember Rob Van Dam was doing that from across the goddamn ring. That kept me in awe. But look at the velocity from Montez Ford. It is highly impressive how we can do that consistently. That is crazy athleticism. Knockout Kings. I don't remember it that much. Look it up. How long that lasted, Sonic? How long Knockout Kings lasted? Only 2 games? So I see it on the PlayStation 2, and I can get it for like $10. Knockout Kings 2001. My opinion, what year did Raw stop being good? Oh, in your opinion, my fault, or else you wouldn't have said it mine. Shit. 2008. Yeah, that long. And Riddle came with the assist on the Usos because he's still feuding with the Bloodline. So guess what? The Street Profits earned a title shot. Yeah, around 08, I felt Raw decline since they went HD. They lost a lot of stars around after 08. Their writing went way too bland and repetitive. Of course, they only relied on only one guy because John Cena was the only consistent top star. Batista was obviously going to leave. Triple H, a lot of their other stars from the Attitude Era were getting older, and they were just losing so much draw because they just can't consistently make a good show. And just knowing this is the decline that we have right now, it's so bad. Nobody, even from the last couple of guys that's been headlined or in these, oh God. You see, like around 07 and 08, like I remember in 2009, like even in 2009 and 2010, I was still watching Raw and SmackDown, but not in a consistent way. Not in a consistent way, bro. I was watching regular show. I was still a child. I was watching regular show, Adventure Time, shit that actually would catch my attention. You telling me that I wanted to watch a young group get jobbed up by John Cena for the last 7 months? Knockout King lasted till 2003. Changed it to Fight Night around 04. I also enjoyed playing Fight Night 2004. I love the music also. Big Tiger from Rap City wasn't it? Oh, that's cool. Well, I don't know why they stopped making boxing video games. I understand it's not as big mainstream as it was back in the 80s and 90s, but there's a lot of notorious fighters that a lot of people know. And I don't know why you're telling me Deontay Wilder nobody wants to play as a big Southern heavyweight knockout artist. I mean, yeah, he's a bit of a bitch for still trying to think like he didn't win clean against fucking Tyson Fury in like 11 rounds. I saw that whole fight. And he could not handle it as soon as he went to the third round. Yeah, he got some good knockdowns, but it's like, oh shit, yeah, he can't handle it. Fury obviously survived because of his pre-diabetes, making him hold on to those shots. And here comes the BBC, the big black champ, the big black Chad, Bobby Lashley. They actually give him pyro in the pros of his entrance. And you haven't seen that since like 07. Gotta hear him in the chance that you better take cover now. I swear that sounded like a Christian song for a boxer. The heavens will die. I have a soft spot for boxing. Mike Tyson and Ali are my favorites. Yeah. That was funny. It was. Yeah, I have a soft spot. I mean, nothing's wrong with a clean fight. Fisticuffs like a real men's fight. Boxing just always feel like two men going at it. Like you can't go over sports history without bringing up Mike Tyson's major upset. Muhammad Ali knockouts on Foreman. Mayweather, Pacquiao, Butterbean. Is it Butterball or Butterbean? Whatever. It just feels underwhelming. It just feels like underwhelming. And I'm sure there's a lot of great fighters, but I don't think they draw that much. Like I like Canelo, but he's just not a guy that I want to watch fight. Like just go to distance every fucking fight, and he's still undefeated. Since Mayweather bitched him early in his career, and since then he barely lost. I didn't even know he was from Spain. Was he from Spain? Because I know he speaks Spanish, but he looks like a white ginger. Yeah, here's Canelo Alvarez. He's champion. WBA champion, WBC champion, IBF champion, and WBO champion. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, middleweight's underwhelming. And so is light middleweight. Welterweight's bullshit. I forgot. It was like the biggest draw in divisions back in the day. I think it used to be middleweight. I know light middleweight, super middleweight, and then you go to heavyweight. I don't think a lot of people care about cruiserweight. That always sounds so belittling. I want y'all to name anybody in the cruiserweight division in boxing. Alex Pepin, who? Macabo, who? Ravitas. I know Luis Ortiz. Like all I know is heavyweight boxers like Joseph Parker, Dylan White, Joe Joyce, Jose Ortiz, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury. because seeing a big guy just look silly and get knocked down is hilarious. And this is coming from the guy who watches wrestling for most of his life. And I don't watch MMA. Also, the wired part, I played Knockout Kings 2001. It had Barry Sanders and Steve Francis. Like, I'm sorry, Sonic, you just like seeing NBA players get beaten the shit out of? Like, you good? And sorry, wrestling fans, y'all gotta chill with the whole video game shit. I don't need to know that Mario Party is better than fucking Monopoly for the Xbox. Like, I don't need to know this. I don't need to know Sonic Unleashed is better than Sonic Colors. I don't need to know that while I'm watching a match. Who the fuck asked for that? Every time I'm watching like Botchamania or any video, I'm seeing like video game signs either than a wrestler. That just shows that either your wrestlers suck, you're obviously approaching a nerd fan base, or it's just weird, or all the above. I don't need to know this. What part of that needs I need to know? So Bobby Lashley up in the building after what happened at Hell in a Cell. Did he win a Hell in a Cell? It's obviously he's in high spirits. Now I looked up the codes for it who I had made in the game. Jesus Christ. I made a Ray Rice and his wife in UFC 4. Guess who won? That bitch didn't have a chance. Yeah, you didn't take out the almighty, the BBC, the big black Chad. That's gonna, yeah. I'm gonna take that name to court. I'm taking that name to court, and it's just gonna be how Vince always gets the names of his wrestlers. I'm making money off that. So whoever says BBC, that cable company better. Every adult site and that little British news channel better pay me. Oh, and lonely white wives better pay me every time they say BBC. So Lashley beat Omos at the pay-per-view. By the way, why make a handicap match with a 7-footer against the 6-footer? And now Austin Theory. Is he still a United States champion? You know how sad how it's gotta be that I don't remember who's the mid-card champions? I think Ricochet is the Intercontinental champion still. And just now seeing Austin Theory that I gotta remember that the United States Championship still exists. That's sad. In multiple ways. Oh yeah, Theory beat. Oh yeah, Theory beat Mustafa Ali. Yeah, a lot of people wanted to watch that match. A lot of people would sacrifice $50 of their own hard-earned money that they would have wasted on something else, like a new pair of clothes or something for their loved one. A few bars of Snickers is more valuable than watching a WWE pay-per-view full price. He wants to fight for interrupting. Theory trying to show off his muscles. Getting demasculated by the big black Chad. Lashley's trying to get a shot again for the United States Championship. What does Austin Theory remind you guys of? And obviously, Austin Theory said no because Lashley's black. No other way. I remember I looked up in the NBA Finals, Otto Porter. That man looks like Wilt Chamberlain back in the 60s. That is weird. And obviously, Austin Theory rejected Lashley's offer for a title shot because he's black. Vince, what the hell? It's either worse than Tony Khan's awkward-ass press conference back after Double or Nothing. Look, CM Punk won the Monday Night War, the Friday Night War, even though he's barely on Rampage. He's a fucking draw. He's not a financial mistake. He's a glass cannon. Honestly. Because let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. What about the younger talent that signed with your company day one? He's not CM Punk. He's not CM Punk. He's not CM Punk. I tell you, anybody else, CM Punk is injured and has to strip the AEW World Title away from him. Yo, Big Swole's where'd that come from? So Veer, obviously, they've been feuding for 2 months. End this now. And the storyline. Please. Veer's abusing Dominic, Samoa Joe's son. My neck. Son, you will soon be a great wrestler and a great WWE superstar. And you, too, will have these injury ads whenever telling these kids they're not doing it at home. And then you will have 15 stitches on your left knee. That is awful, Dad. I don't want to... You know, back in the day, I used to have 15 stitches on my right knee. God damn it. And then my neck. Dad, did you ever smoke? No, but I always sound like I smoke. Seriously, you guys ever... Like, you think Rey Mysterio, you know, undersized guy like that, and he always talks... He sounds like he's 50. Yet, I mean, he is. But back in the day when he was, like, younger, he always, like, had such a cigarette voice. Like, that's just after he just comes after a match, won the World Heavyweight title from Kurt Angle, just takes a fucking smoke break. Dominic's in action. He's probably going to face off against Veer after putting him on the shelf for 2 months. Just give him his Bad Bunny entrance. Still, anybody can join. Come over to the link down below. It's already up. It's already up the chat because everybody keeps commenting. But it's there if anybody wants to join in. Come into the conversation of nothing. We don't even have to talk about Raw. The stream just involves Raw. It's either this or another Becky Lynch sucks video, or a Wheeler Yuta sucks video, or why Tony Khan's a weirdo video. I would go with Tony Khan. I already went over 2 live streams involving him being a weirdo. The Great Khali is better than Veer, facts. Veer is just so fucking weird. Got no charisma, has no imposing build. His moveset's just Jinder Mahal if he had less mic skills. Fight Night Champion, round 3. And then they went by years, and then they called it by rounds. And now it's just called Champion. That was like the last one to come out. Please, if you guys bring back Fight Night, add bare knuckle boxing. Add a knockout mode. You add an Ultimate Team, I'm not fucking buying it. Is there a way to update the roster? Like, can you update the roster on Fight Night? Oh shit, I thought that was Andrade. That was just a fat dude with a beard. Rainbow Monkey, Rainbow Monkey. Oh shit, that's Sonny Kiss. I want this show to end so badly. Guess what, folks? We have another hour and a half. You know what that means? I'm getting more rum. Coconut juice. Somehow, I can't enjoy a good TV show that's 3 goddamn hours long. And Vince just thinks like Mad TV from Cartoon Network with wrestling means 3 hours. For the love of the game. he tributes Triple H with a sledgehammer on the back of the head. But Cody Rhodes pulls a Sin Cara and sells the wrong body part. Dead ass. Well, who just... Oh, I just hit you in the back of the neck. Sell your finger. What? So Dominic, you're going to fight my battles for me, Holmes. Just think. After you beat Veer, you'll be doing those ads where you'll be selling you had 15 stitches on your right elbow. Jesus Christ, just look at those undersized titties. The flowing mane. What's that little dried up thermometer he has on his forehead? I don't care if it's for his culture. It looks stupid. Has Akuma chains. Veer is not as tall as much of the fans near him, so it's less imposing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Veer talks like Mike Knox. I remember Mike Knox back on SmackDown. He came around talking. He had this whole... After that jealous boyfriend bullshit he had back on ECW, when he was on SmackDown, he changed his look, looking like a former Bray Wyatt member, looking like a mini Braun Strowman, coming around saying, first, I'll take your cerebral cortex and conjoin it, and then break your arm in such a way that it won't be used 2 to 3 weeks. And then you beat me in a steel cage match next week? Wait, guys, who wrote my script? And Dominic is getting sexually harassed. He's getting held way too long up the waist. Veer's what's the worst wrestling gear I've ever seen. Wearing terrible forehead paint. Dominic, that's racist. Doing that prayer hand sign on a brown person can get you canceled, Dominic. You can see how dead the fans look. Sounding like they're just hearing a sermon from Joel Osteen, even though they're supposed to be watching action. Playing chicken, Dominic's just in a constant foot race with the obviously taller and bigger Veer. and celebrating, Dominic goes outside the goddamn ring again. Hey, yo, could you hit him, please? He got back inside the ring before Dominic, and he gets hit into the leg. In forearms aplenty. Come on, Dominic. Ray, you gotta stop sounding like you're smoking. I'm not smoking. That's how I sound. Why are you coughing then? Play my showcase mode. I'm not. By the way, like a major complaint I have with 2K22, if I have the season pass, let me freely unlock the showcase mode without playing it. Especially if nobody's interested. And why do you have to limit? Why you gotta limitize community creations? All because people already don't have the content that's in the game. So that means you're already pressuring fans that probably don't play the wrestlers that they really want if they don't got your DLC or play the rest of your shitty game. That makes no sense to me. Oh, you want this wrestler? You gotta unlock NWO, Hulk Hogan, Nash, and Scott Hall. Even though Hulk Hogan, Nash, and Scott Hall is already in the game, but they wear their NWO gear. Even though Nash and Hall were in their Outsiders gear. There's already, 2 Hulk Hogans in the game now? DST, do you think I would make a good member of the Team Extreme? I mean, for Team Extreme? Well, it depends. Do you hate your body? That's the only thing I'm gonna say. I don't suggest you put your body on the line for 20 plus years. Veers with the upper hand. Dominic, get your fucking ass up. Ruining my legacy. You're not gonna get a showcase mode in 20 years. Oh, I can't wait to play that moment when you won the Royal Rumble in 06. Oh no, that's not in the game. Well, when you beat CM Punk defending your family's honor, well, he's on AEW. Oh, okay, I understand that. So, when you beat Orton and Angle to win your world title, you want to see me beat Grand Metalik on showcase mode? What the hell is this? $70. $70, man. I think you keep doing that. That will be still more entertaining than watching this episode of Raw. Anybody thinking that Veer was worth 7 months of the same goddamn vignette, not a different vignette. Even Alberto Del Rio, remember when they advertised that abuser? At least it was good advertising of him going over his legacy, his financial success, showing how he's dangerous. And he became an opportunistic scumbag that's also a great wrestler. And guess what? He was successful. There was some potential to have with Del Rio being a good heel, even though he was just a Latino JBL. But I felt he was not as good as a talker as JBL. That's the only difficulty that Del Rio had. But he had the look, he had the gimmick, and he had the skill. And he was practically a better heel than Punk. And I bet a better draw. Other than the hardcore fans admitting that Punk is he's just better. So how your first episode as champion only got under 1 million viewers? I bet if they did Danielson or Moxley, that would draw a better number. Either than, you goddamn Mark! Tony, I want you to fire me! Vince McMahon, Austin, Khan, and MJF. $50 for the pay-per-view. You gotta end it. Please stop. All because they worked us. Obviously What Culture is not gonna admit that they got worked into doing this BS. And this was obvious that they wouldn't be displaying that much of financial information and drama if it wasn't going to push over on TV. And MJF make the pay-per-view anyway, so that's not accounting that they weren't going to push him doing something that was going to draw numbers. And it didn't. Just saying. Fucking Mark! And they just pulled another pipe bomb. And guess what? That pipe bomb was also a work. And it was supposed to get Punk over. 7 years later, what happened? You come on shitting on Eric Bischoff on Twitter. That's a grown man to you. Sorry, I have no respect for CM Punk. I understand there's a lot of fans that are only excited for 1 year. It's like the comparison, like somebody said that D Rose is better than Dwayne Wade. Huh? I'm sure there's a lot of people, and I like D Rose, but that's why they only compared his 1 year, his one MVP a year over a 2-time NBA champion, all defensive team, multi-time All-Star. I'm sorry, I'm taking Dwayne Wade for a championship team over D Rose. Sure, for a rec game, I would love Derrick Rose to play with me. Sure, he'll tear his MCL before we even are halfway through the game, but it'll be great. I'm sorry, I had to make one injury joke. I have to. It's religion at this point. That guy doesn't know how to stay healthy for like a goddamn year. Like as soon as 1 year of Knicks playoff hope, consistent playoff hope, is in New York, Julius Randle forgets how to play basketball. Kemba Walker barely even starts, and Evan Fournier forgot to shoot a shot. I swear, their school shooters were more efficiency than the Knicks' entire starting lineup. Frog splash by Dominic. And it's a near fall. Oh my god. It wasn't my finisher and it was a kick out? Impossible. What, you didn't aim for the gut with anything and you expected a frog splash? Like, guys, make it look painful and make it feel like it was an opportune time for you to hit the move, rather than just thinking, oh, I hit the leg and I went for the pedigree over Randy Orton and he kicked out. Oh my god. Or his turnbuckle hits, the exposed turnbuckle hits him in the head and I hit him with the spine buster and I'm Batista. He kicks out of 2. Oh my god. What should I do? Finish the job. And Ray just puts this on a DQ. Immediately. 619 on the back of the head of Veer and he no-sells that shit. So this feud is still gonna goddamn continue. How is this supposed to get Veer over as he's a newcomer and it's obvious that he's not gonna get him, he's not gonna make Dominic look worse by making him lose clean multiple times. Just protecting my familia. I'm protecting the boy that has 3 inches on me. Pause. So who you think is a disappointing free agent that the Knicks are going to sign? It's obviously not going to be Zach LaVine after making a playoff appearance. This is his first time in the Chicago Bulls. It's obviously not going to be Donovan Mitchell because he obviously wants to win. Judgment Day's upon us after a mixed 6-man tag on Hell in a Cell. And there's going to be a new member that's probably going to have a fade. Or have broad shoulders for a woman. I remember back in the day when we actually were supposed to buy the pay-per-view and they just showed us freeze frame clips to be like, this is what you missed. They're already showing us why we don't even have to buy the pay-per-view anyway. Mr. Frog Splat, Mr. Kuteka. The coup d'etat. Edge spears Finn Gaylord in one clean. By the help of Rhea Ripley, a new one. Judgment Day stands tall, and they're gonna address a new number. You think you know me? You thought you did. Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't mind the whole Brood-inspired entrance of Edge. I don't mind Edge having a gimmick, a cool, like, edgy group. I just wish it was Rock-inspired. Instead of him just wearing a suit looking like Geese Howard. And Damian Priest looking like an extra from a Daredevil episode that gets knocked out with one of those dumbass batons he uses. And Rhea Ripley just looking like a Hot Topic dyke that goes to the gym. He's just a skinnier version of Jordan Grace. And now she's wearing fishnets. Edge, I get it. You were in the cover of the stupid Judgment Day 09 pay-per-view. Get over it. Would you come and rescue me? Celebrate the victory. Who's the band who made that? Welcome, a new member of Judgment Day here tonight. This has been advertised since the beginning of the show. And the saddest thing, they never hinted, they never consist something yet, teasing if it would be what gender it would be, who would the type of person be, would it be anybody from Raw or SmackDown, or hell, probably not even from the main roster, from NXT, something. But no, we gotta get teased, bitch. We didn't even get teased. There's no excitement, bro. I'll be right back. Excuse me. I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom because I'm staying here for 3 hours. I'm back. We're still up in commercial break. Oh my god, AEW is an inside job, obviously. This is for the lower card jobbers to get TV time, then immediately be put on YouTube. God. I can't tell if any person would be proud of saying that, dude, you missed an episode of Being the Elite? Dude, you missed so much. What did I miss? Tell me, Jim, what did I fucking miss? Jeff Hardy was just there. 20 years of hustle, loyalty, and disrespect. By the way, while we're going to be celebrating 20 years of John Cena, Peacemaker season 2. I mean, no, is it called Peacemaker? Peacemaker season 2 will be out next month. Go fuck yourself. I had to get a perfect floral shirt for SummerSlam. I just can't get used to Rhea Ripley trying to act feminine and wear fucking fishnets. It looks weird. Jeff Hardy has gotten worse ever since he came back. Yeah, didn't he suffer a concussion? Young Bucks were the worst part of that tag team match I watched on the pay-per-view. They kept no-selling everything, and there was no coordination to how these guys... Like, they don't even rehearse. Like, everything is fucking improv to these bitches. There was no chemistry. There was no story. The only thing hype was the steel steps. My brother was so disappointed. And all my brothers are Hardy fans. And they didn't give a shit about the Young Bucks. They only cared just to see these guys on pay-per-view. Why not just add Beth Phoenix into the group? Oh, but she's in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, what makes her Hall of Fame worthy? Well, because she molested Santino Marella back in 2008? Or she just jobbed up majority of the Divas division back in 2007? No mercy. I have no mercy on your soul. He needs help very badly. And I bet he regretted going out there. Whatever, bro. I just hope he gets the weed he needs. Oh my god, why does he... Damian Priest just sounds like one of those scuffed looking ass Batman Arkham game grunts that Batman just leaves in one of those ledge gimmicks. You know, you just toss him out, then you don't save him. Please don't say that four-way match is going to be in the main event involving another women's title shot. Nice insult, Edge. We replaced the handsomest man in this entire ring. Edge is proud of his children. I know Edge wants to do this to get these guys over, and I respect that, but she is wearing fishnets. Losing confidence, not charisma. Like that great quote from Pulp Fiction. Yeah, you are a character, but that doesn't mean you have personality. Yeah, use that in a first date. I just want to see how red your face will be after that. Don't use that word in the first date unless the date goes completely bad. That's all I'm gonna say. So of course, Edge showing his appreciation to the Judgment Day after the success of the Hell in a Cell match. Here comes the new group, and here comes the new member. It's Finn Gaylord. It's like he sort of has abs and he's sort of pulling up his gut at the same time. What's Finn Balor still here? Why is Finn Balor still here? All the people, like, I'm sorry, guys. Whenever y'all like hear about a release, do any of these guys, whenever they get released, they feel like, damn, I'm gonna miss him, man. Whenever he's on TV, it just feels like him and Austin Theory again. like I'm sorry. What am I gonna miss with Keith Lee and him backflipping and just doing hard 619s with Dominic Dijakovic? I heard he even got taken away from DLC from the current 2K game. So Finn Balor is a new member of the Judgment Day. You can't beat him, join him, I guess. So as soon as they got victory, Edge thought that Finn Balor had a change of heart. Every time Edge talks, he just pops a new blood vessel on his forehead. Mm-hmm. I can't wait for every other new signing or call up from WWE. And the first thing you say whenever you see this guy is not, he's going to be a future star of the business. I can't wait to see whatever he does. No, it's just you're going to be a great Intercontinental Champion for the next several months before we push you in the lower card. I'm sorry, what? That's what you're going to be doing. Deal with it. This is your life now. Because I know where your family lives. Vince, what did you just say to me? This is so fun. Finn wasn't furious. So Finn Balor legitimately is joining the Judgment Day. Who's messing around with the ropes? This journey of darkness. I can't wait to go to the depths of hell with you, Edge. This is going to be a great work experience. The fuck, Damien? Why are you talking to me like this? The fuck, your first day on the job after 7 months? Like, stop talking to me like this. What made you like Asuka Kazama? Thoughts on Azaru? Well, Asuka Kazama, she just has a more squared up play style. It's more easy to control. Plus, she had more legit grapples. Damian Priest, what did he just do? Finn Balor just got jumped by his own crew. What is this? Damian Priest beating up on his mentor. He's about to choke slam Edge. Holy shit. What is this? Finn Balor's going for the coup de grace. Oh my god, they're holding the Hall of Famer. Oh my god, the man of 1,000 kicks. Oh no, I think we had a new guy in charge. Damian Priest looking like Murdoch from Tekken. If he had never went to the gym or killed a person. Yeah, I know she's the one with the panda bear as a friend. She's she's good. Has a good combo in her, but I never was a fan. I don't know. because I kept losing to her in arcade mode, so it's a petty thing. It's a petty thing, Sonic. I'm sorry. It's a petty thing. So this is an odd case of events. Edge just gets turned on by Judgment Day itself, and now Finn Balor seems to be the head guy in charge. With Finn Balor always trying to show off his abs, now he's pulling out his tongue. He's probably going to wear gay face paint, and this team is probably going to get jobbed out with a New Day. Oh, look at this. Edge trying to fight back. Yeah, I'm so emotionally invested. Obviously, the first thing you want to do with Finn Balor is give him his own faction. How many people were watching the Bullet Club when Finn Balor was the leader? How many? I'm including Japanese audience as well. Because, well, the Bullet Club was obviously popular because it was because you can actually wear a shirt of Bullet Club on Tekken 7. There's a lot of niche shit you can put on Tekken 7. I remember WWE was actually advertising Tekken 5 back in Backlash. But you didn't need wrestling nerd shit for Tekken to sell. And he's giving him that little cross. He's giving him the cross face with the chair bar. Edge looking absolutely defeated. Oh my god, they're going to give him a concerto. Fucking Damian Priest wearing Kazuya's suit, and here comes officials trying to come out and help. But Rhea Ripley's literally with a chair, even though there's like several guys. Oh my god. There it is, concerto on Edge. Censor it. Censor it on YouTube. Put black and white in it. You can't show that much. Concussions are bad, but kids doing RKOs are good. By the way, isn't concerto technically still a chair shot? Yet they still ban chair shots? Like, how can you construct a guy not protecting himself by just still doing a chair shot, but he protects his face? But a guy taking metal while his face is still connected with metal and he's getting hit with a steel chair. That's painful. And unprotective, unless he aims for the back of the head, the back of the neck. The Factory versus the Dark Order. The Death Triangle against whatever the wingmen are. Serpentico versus Kazarian. Why? Serena Deeb and Nyla Rose. Yes, Nyla Rose isn't that transphobic against Sky Blue and whoever Miyu Yokoshida is. What the hell's with the Japanese chicks that they bring up and they always job out? That makes zero sense to me. NWA's with a lot of fat nerd jobbers. Remember they had Eli Jake and James Storm? And I'm only going to pay attention to Impact Wrestling, all because it's Slammiversary. That's it. It's cool. I don't play as her. I don't think that much, honestly. Usually Harong, Asuka, Kazuya, Bruce, or Anna. I don't really hear a lot of people play as Anna. I mean, yes, I see it constantly, but wow, Anna? So is the Impact just trying to... Are they trying to rebrand back to TNA after the Slammiversary pay-per-view? Because they're bringing back Ultimate X, thank God. And they're still doing that Ring of Honor versus Impact storyline. Also, the Briscoes are on Impact for some apparent reason. And also, it'll be Eric Young versus Josh Alexander. So they have one thing that's not going to draw. It's going to be the main event. Why Moose isn't world champion? I don't know. But it's nice. At least Impact knows how to actually get people's attention once a year nowadays. I mean, they used to do monthly pay-per-views with people that would actually draw, like Kurt Angle, Sting, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, Kazarian, Beer Money, Abyss, ODB, The Beautiful People, Gail Kim, Hulk Hogan. They had Hulk Hogan for multiple months and made him a major authority figure and paid him like an authority figure. And guess what? Now they're back on Access TV. Then, if they actually played their cards right, they would have been a Paramount Network, or at least on the streaming platform, where they could have more money, more settings, and they didn't even have to still do tours. And at least somewhat of at least half of the stars AEW has, to at least get somewhat of recognition. Now they're just there being another somewhat indie fed, with Scott D'Amore, that fat Nick Nurse looking bitch. I'm sorry. So Ricochet will face off against Gunther for the Intercontinental title. That's the only thing being advertised for SmackDown. Guys, it's a 3-hour show. So if you guys missed it, that you really shouldn't have. I'm kidding. You have anything else to do in this world other than watch Raw. Damian Priest literally just socked Edge with a clothesline and turned against the former leader of Judgment Day, with Finn Balor taking the reins. Why the turn for this? That's super weird. It's like a downgrade, to be honest. Like Finn Balor over Edge. Huh? Priest can't talk. Rhea Ripley's not that interesting. And Finn Balor's literally been in irrelevance ever since he's been Universal Champion. My leg! That's literally him. That's literally him. And I don't know why. Just why. TNA. So, of course, we can't have Raw without a table being destroyed. It's like they want to break up Judgment Day as much as they will get successful. Well, here comes Omos. So literally, why have your 7-foot black monster? That sounds terrible. That sounds disgusting. Why did I say that? Your 7-foot black monster. Well, that's the last time I'm coming to my teacher's house. You have a 7'3" guy and you put him in a handicap match with MVP? Why? You just devalued him a lot more. Oh, so now he's facing off against Cedric Alexander because he's been trying to reunite the Hurt Business. Why not add more numbers? And out of nowhere, after Omos got the upper hand, Cedric came out of nowhere, assisting Lashley into getting the victory over Omos and the Hurt Lock on MVP. It's been a long time coming for Cedric after interfering in the Big Black Chad. Big Swole's not coming to the WWE, Cedric. That trap ET looking bitch, or that chick from Friday is immediately squashed. Oh my god, Cedric just gets immediately squashed. That's nice. Why not just make it a no DQ match after interfering in this match on Sunday? That makes no sense. So they prevalently made Cedric China. Who is this? The Dirty Dog. Ziggler and Root are still here. What's this podium here for? Why do they have a massive podium near the entrance ramp? Yeah, they were at NXT for like the last months trying to. But Ziggler's NXT champion! Yay! Oh, super kicked MVP! Disrespected the dirty bitches. I mean, the dirty dogs. The Nigerian Giant. I'm weak. I can't take that serious. I mean, that sounds cool. But the Nigerian Giant. Just, I wonder what was in the name list for Vince. The Colossal Coon. Oh no, Vince, please. The Colossal Coon. Put it on the name list. Put it on the name list. Over the Nigerian Giant. No, please. The Colossal Coon. The Colossal Hoodlum. No. Sheesh. Here comes the Alpha Academy. Jesus Christ. Here comes Trevor Murdoch's son. I mean, Butch Magnus. I mean, Otis. He's 5'10" tall. And it's going to be Otis versus Ezekiel. Looking like fucking buff Chris Angel. Why get rid of the beard? Looking like Damian Sandow. I would say off a 3-hour show, you need vignettes. You need to make sure people get what they came for whenever you come into a show, and make sure there's an exciting part so people don't miss. I forgot that NXT still has women's tag team titles. And they still haven't even advertised what's going to happen to the main roster women's tag team titles after Naomi and Sasha Bitch walked out. Makes no sense to me. Get ready to die. I am. You are. Get ready to die. A.K. Styles. Every day in my life. I smoke weed, then I look at the highlights. Jeff, is that you in the locker room? We have a match. Oh, shit. Bro, I'm walking out this live event, bro. They're not going to stop me from doing drugs. Oh, this looks like Butch from... That's my chain! I'm Butch Magnus! Raw! You think he just sucker punched? Riley just getting upset after getting sucker punched in this chain snatch. What he had to say was to Butch was so hilarious, dog. Even though you're right, shouldn't be sucker punching people and taking this shit. Unless the guy's weaker than you. DST advertises bullying. No, I don't. I'm Butch Magnus! Raw! I am shocked that I've lasted 2 hours and 20 minutes watching Monday Night Raw. I'm only 40 minutes left. Kill me. Do it. I'm not asking. Y'all thought I was asking. That's the silly part. And you know what? It's not your fault. Who's on Impact for me to care about other than... Oh, Mia Yim's on Impact. Is Moose still on Impact even though I heard that he might go to WWE? Kurt Hawkins is there. Eddie Edwards is still there. So after this Ring of Honor bullshit storyline's done, oh, there's Moose. What's going to happen to most of these jobbers? The Good Brothers. Why do they call you the Good Brothers? Because, you know, we're good to each other. Pause. Pause. You all want to hear a dick joke? Or how I love my ex-Asian wife, my hot ex-Asian wife? Didn't you cheat on her live? That she wrote, "You cheating scumbag," in your face? No? Remember when I was in the G1 Climax? That sounds like some hentai. Is that hentai? No. Ms. and Mrs. You can miss it. Unless you like Maurice. That is the only thing I will understand if you actually watch Ms. and Mrs. American Alphas still in the ring waiting for their tag team action. Well, actually, Otis is in action against Ezekiel. This here, what you call domination. This is a confrontations only. No, he's not Ezekiel Jackson. Ezekiel. I'm stronger. I'm harder. I'm harder. I'm harder. Just children in the audience, sir. You can't stop me. I can't control myself. Get him out, please. Get him out. This here, what you call domination. This is very odd. Usually the stream is supposed to display. It's obviously not privated. I'm not doing anything that causes copyright. June 3rd stream is here. 19 views. Thanks, guys. And I think this is going to go pretty high. Otis taking advantage, shoulder tackling him over to the corner. And I also want to thank guys for 1,000 hours watch time over the channel. That's a huge plateau for a channel like mine. And really hoping that we can make it over to 2,000 before the year ends, or at least before the summer. I mean, 200, obviously. 2,000 is still a mile away. See that explosive suplex by Otis. Where the guy looked like he actually did a back bump, then tossing the guy over his shoulder. And we have Shaquisha being our referee. I feel bad for anybody that actually owns an Otis figure or an Ezekiel figure. I think there is an Elias figure, though. They are related. Trying to fight over to the shoulder, and Otis hits the second turnbuckle into the face. I have to mute the goddamn commentary because they have nothing coherent to say. As soon as we were an hour in, I couldn't hear Corey Grave and Jimmy fucking Smith looking like fucking Steve Wilkos. Over the shoulder, after barrage of clotheslines failed, a high knee. Oh, Elias does a high knee. Going for the crucifix. 1, 2, 3. Shock, most of these matches have been relatively short, thank God. Ezekiel picks up the Shocker upset, to no one's surprise. No. Ezekiel's asking for a rematch against Kevin Owens. Did somebody say there's going to be catering? Look, Sonic, the only way I'm ever going to put a like button onto that goddamn Maurice tribute if you show the nip slip. No nip slip, no likes. Just saying. By the way, like this video. Put it over to the algorithm so I can do more of this crap. So I can get donations. So I actually am proud to talk about Raw. Obviously for the wrong reasons, but Owens accepts it. Oh, wow. The only way Ezekiel's going to get the rematch if he admits right now that he's Elias. Liar! Liar! Why you lie? Liar! It's an orange Laffy Taffy. It's not a carrot, Kevin. It's an orange airhead. No, it's not a skin. It's an airhead. Fat ass. He's gonna hit him with the mic. You're the liar. Jesus Christ. Kevin Owens gonna get a cardiac arrest. Oh my God. And he hits him with the knee. Got him. I lied. I'm not Elias. I'm Ezekiel. Half an hour left in the goddamn show. We probably have 1 to 2 matches left. Big brain plays. It's time for Slap Slap. Lars Sullivan is out of the... Oh my God, that's so terrible. And they're still recapping the triple threat match from Hell in a Cell. We didn't even get anything involving Bianca Belair. You don't even belong here. Guys, we're going to do another Rolling Loud on Raw. Pal, there was over 100,000 fans. And they didn't say a goddamn thing whenever you were wrestling. Yes, we are going to do another one. I want their money. Oh, wow. So they're literally just recapping the whole ass match. Here comes the manhandle slam. And there's Bianca Belair. Oh, what a cheap victory. Stealing the victory from Becky Lynch. And Bianca Belair is still your Raw Women's Champion. Becky Lynch giving you this pinky in the brain mean mug fucking face. Bianca Belair whipping like our old ancestors used to suffer. Stupidest gimmick ever. And here is Belair coming into the ring. You guys ever heard of Brian and Vinny? Like of course Brian Alvarez, you guys probably heard, but he has a podcast. He goes up for wrestling up the Observer. Guys, it's the worst fucking hour of talking wrestling ever because you see 50-year-olds going over Monday Night Raw in AEW and they talk so dull. They go over a match like, and then Britt Baker gets into wrestling. I actually like this match. It's a pre-diabetes talking, Vinny. I swear to God, you don't know how fucking great this match was. Of course, this didn't get -5 stars. So weird. The only thing that makes them legitimate newscasts is they get the rating. They can pop over the rating information earlier. That's probably anything that makes them a crucial source of information. Because I don't really care about dirt sheets because it's just dirt sheets. It's just subjective rumor information involving what happens in the wrestling business. Or you're just paid marks, bro. That's what it sounds like whenever I hear about dirt sheets or big dirt sheets like Wrestle Talk, What Culture, Cultaholic. Guess what? Y'all are paid marks. I'm sorry if that sounds mean, but it's true. Also, the Toronto Blue Jays, they really gotta redeem themselves. I haven't seen a Kansas City Royals game since they were in the World Series. And that was everything they had. What's going on in the wrestling community today? LGBTQ pro wrestling community. I didn't even know this existed. Together we spark a revolution. The new Judgment Day. Worse than before. Dana Brooke walking past Cody to get to the ring. Fuck. Oh my god. That's so sad. Sable Bomb. Some fat jobbers wearing it. Paying tribute to the Queen, Sable. Yeah, Sable doesn't want to be compared to you, drag queen. Is that Dio Madden? This is Stunt Queen antics from the drip god, Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins is aware that he supports the LGBTQ of the YWC. I thought that was already obvious. I didn't need Twitter to tell me that. But all I get is this is major support for Mia Yim and Sunny Kiss. And a whole lot of drag queen jobbers. Oh my god, is that Brian Alvarez? No, he is a beer god. I know Alvarez doesn't go to the gym. Hey, yo! Hey, wrestling is already sus as it is. Why do I need this sus shit? There's already less masculinity as there is. Why is Tony Khan yelling wrong answers only? Yeah, I'm not looking at this page anymore. I just saw a guy wearing the same stuff Sable did for that little bikini contest that she had with Jacqueline back in the '98. And the Packers are in the building. So this was moments before they're still addressing what happened involving Judgment Day with Edge getting turned on. That makes zero sense why you had to turn against Edge when Edge is your best talker, your only notable star to actually get you guys TV time. So you guys missed your retribution? Neither did I. Obviously, people miss the Dirty Dogs. Yeah, like people missed the Dicks from the 2000s, or Jesse and Festus, or the Straight Edge Society, and they were actually good. I'd rather see a Benoit family reunion than watch the Dirty Dogs. At least the quietness is necessary. Other than, oh my god, the super kick. Oh, and the kick out. No pop. They remixed Alexa Bliss theme song for no reason. But up, it goes in it. Like people gotta be tap dancing to her goddamn song. Whoever keeps remixing decent songs on the main roster needs to get fired, stuttered, ran over, and shot. Probably the same dickheads that messed up the theme for Keith Lee. Is that catering? I see who's the only person that can't eat at all. Keith Lee. Bask in my gluttony. Yeah, I will bask in my gluttony. This is Keith Lee. And do drop a deuce. Yes, Dewdrop still associates with Nikki ASH. I don't try to do a Rosie and a Hurricane angle. It's just that she's fat, looking like a leather trash bag. Stop slapping your titties. What's wrong with you? And Nikki ASH's whole thing is that she's autistic. Hyper superhero that used to play heel. And live organs. And Rhea Ripley. It's a 4-way bout. Is that Scarlett Bordeaux? Thank you. Oh my god, it's Edge. Oh, it's Rhea Ripley. Oh shit. Oh my god, guys. It's a fact. Tony Khan does cocaine with Rock, so the rock and roll clown. Yeah. Also, we're doing another 3rd-year tribute for Brody Lee. God damn, guys, he's not a Hall of Famer. The guy just died in your Fed and won 1 bell against Cody. No disrespect. He's not a wrestling fucking legend. every female wrestler nowadays. Turn around, hold your short jacket vest thing, and then show your, oh shit, why is your face so close to the camera? Get ready for new experiences at WWE live events. We'll be in Greensville, in North Carolina. Oh my god, it's so bad. Atlantic City, Washington, and Detroit. Or other places that are not near my area. Thank God. Does the N-word offend you? Steve, don't say it. Network. Just remember that scene from The Longest Yard when Steve Austin said the N-word and we all just forgot it. But we'll still reference because Vince said it because it's funnier. He didn't even say it with an A like Vince. He said it with a massive ER when he was trying to piss off one of the inmates to try to assault one of the policemen before the big game. And immediately, he just tried to hold his composure. That is a surprise for me. And I quote from Tony Khan: "The matches he carried on the Friday Night War, which, by the way, is a matter of fucking record and fucking court in the state of California, that we won the Friday Night War." What the fuck is the Friday Night Warrior? You guys don't air the same time as anything on Friday. You air like a half an hour after SmackDown. And last time I checked, SmackDown like averages 1.9. You guys like average at least below 400,000 viewers an episode on Rampage. What the fuck do you mean a Friday Night War? What do you mean by that? Last time I checked, Punk barely even averaged 1 million every time he's on screen. And he barely made events Dynamite anyway. So yeah. So, I understand there's pure bias off. I know there's pure bias over Tony Khan, but he's just such a fucking weirdo. Even the politest way Joe Cronin was trying to say it, like, well, I bet the guy's a sweetheart, but he looks like a pedo. There's no nice way of saying that. He looks like a creep. Get him away from my children. Like, there's no polite way of saying that you look like a good person than saying, get away from my children, get away from my area. Please, sir. Yo, that's so depressing, dog. I forgot Nelly was in the movie. Yeah, Nelly was in the movie. The Great Khali was in this movie. That's how he got scattered by the WWE. Goldberg was in the movie. Michael Irvin was in the movie. And that's when he was still in NFL shape. By the way, the New York Mets are somehow against the Padres. Padres are so overrated, dog. People were thinking off their dick that Padres were obviously going to contend and take over a weak division, and they can barely get consistent winning streaks. And by the way, winning streaks are very important when there's over 160 goddamn games in baseball. By the way, Adam Silver is intending to shorten the NBA season. You're a retard. There's already so many off breaks. Top players can take off. There's now an extensive break. There's now a 5-day All-Star break for the NBA season. We've lessened back-to-backs. I agree with Richard Jefferson. There's already so much that's given such an upside to NBA players not taking much of a strain over to their body when they're playing an 82-game season. So why lessen the season? Shit happens. People get hurt. It's not my fault that Anthony Davis is a simp for his doctor. why the Lakers season sucked. Because the Lakers suck. Why you need to get rid of promising young talent like Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball, and Kyle Caruso for aging talent that barely even start, like goddamn Trevor Ariza, DeAndre Jordan, and fucking Russell Westbrook. Obviously, the fight that everybody's waiting for, the clash of diabetes versus gym workouts by Rhea Ripley and Dewdrop a Deuce. They keep trying to take each other down with a clash of clotheslines and then a massive throw. That was a kick to the throat. That was just a massive kick to the throat, dog. 15 minutes until 11, guys. Can we make sure this match does not drag so I can actually enjoy the rest of my night? Trying to lift her down. Back elbow by Dewdrop a Deuce. And the two petite blondies take away Dewdrop from the match, tossing her face into the ring apron. It's okay. Alexa's more attractive than you anyway, Liv Morgan. I don't care how much your stupid ass whip sold. On a running CM Punk knee to the corner. Doesn't a necessary rollout for no reason, even though she already got the advantage. And a clothesline by Rhea Ripley. A new one. And there's a lariat. Butter, 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 Rhea Ripley still taking the advantage she obviously has around Alexa. What's the most a USFL player gets paid? 30,000. Jesus Christ. Their annual salary is $39,000. So you're making $600 a week by training camp, then 45,000, no, just 4,500 to hit over the active roster. Then practice squad's gonna be at least 1,500 a week. And if you win a game, you only make $100 extra dollars out of the 10,000 you're gonna make by winning it. So you're really fighting for your life to have a winning record here in Major League in USFL. Because NFL, you can be a shit player, and it just takes an incompetent front office owner to give you an overpaid contract. I should know. I know a lot of athletes that get overly paid. Calvin Austin got signed to the Steelers. Yada, yada, yada. Liv Morgan with the momentum. Two petite bitches fighting. And Alexa, there's a crossbody on Rhea Ripley, but she grabs her with two arms. Drop kick on the chick while still holding Alexa, bitch. And then a running senton by Dewdrop. Her diabetes obviously squishes the chick that's like that weighs like $150. There's like no drama here on Raw. I mean, yeah, I guess the turn on Edge was pretty interesting, but I don't really care about Finn Balor being a part of a faction. That's like the least of my interests. Out of all the bullshit, I don't care about them. Oh my god, why her? Oh, so Scarlett Bordeaux is now on MLW. You guys are wildin'. It's that cake, guys. See who's the only person to eat it. It's Keith Lee. Basket my gluttony. Yo, take that cake away from me. Basket my gluttony. Also, we got Lance Anoa'i, so it seems like another person from the Anoa'i family on MLW. So at least there's some legitimacy there. 10 minutes remaining in the goddamn show. Thank God I survived. I survived! I thought I was going to take this off, DM a chick, probably a single mother, finish my dinner, and go on about my life. But no! I've watched Raw for 3 hours. I've wasted my time. Also, anybody anticipating that Thor Love and Thunder movie? I thought that Doctor Strange film was mad mid. But the effects were cool. Might go to Taco Bell tomorrow. I already ordered Chinese a few days ago. Still under commercial, people. Will be right back after I nearly get knocked out. There's like 8 minutes remaining, so you're probably gonna give it over to Rhea because she's the only competent face that's heel that's part of a major faction. So it's either that or just push, or yeah, that's technically because those are like 3 baby faces out of 1 heel, or Dewdrop's a heel, but no one cares about her. Oh, but she's a talent. Why? Because she can probably do a super kick while being 300 pounds. Her stomach literally looks like it has a bottom stomach. Like it's awful. Dewdrop's in the momentum right now. Winner faces Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title and Money in the Skank. And Alexa's absolutely getting manhandled. Women handled. You gotta say women handled. DST, you gotta say it. Why do I have to say it? Because we're including. Women have to do the same shit that men do. That's how equality works. Really? No, not really. Well, we'd be dicks if we didn't include them. We would be dicks, or they would call us dicks. Just use your stomach and put your stomach on her shoulders. No one's gonna kick out, Dewdrop. Just strategy for you. But no, this is another women's main event. They're trying to call me a sexist because no one's watching to defend it. And Liv comes out of nowhere with the face breaker with 1 arm, looking less painful. So how the hell are you going to take down a woman that's bigger than you with 1 arm for a double knee face breaker? While Dewdrop's stunned, Rhea and Liv is going at it. And top rope Harkon Rana, but Alexa comes up from the other rope. Gives her a kick. Women's wrestling does not draw at all. We all know this. Sunset flip power bomb, and the Dewdrop comes with a running crossbody. 2, and Liv breaks it up. Oh my God, the fans are absolutely silent. Look at them, they're just sitting fucking still. Anybody says that Vince disrespects women on the main roster, y'all are fucking retarded. That's impossible. How many times I've watched Raw. Last time I heard they did run a 1.4. Stop doing women's main events. Where's AJ Styles? Why isn't Cody in action? Bring back the stretcher match. and the sunset and a sit down powerbomb broke the pin up. That was Alexa Bliss. Oh, you know how sad it is when like Alexa isn't getting up. She's not feeling like, oh my god, I need to know who's gonna win this. Who looks more dangerous? No, you have like two petite women, one fat woman that can barely even hold her breath, and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's gonna win, isn't she? Why put this in the fucking main event, guys? This is a 3-hour show with 3 women that barely move merchandise, except probably Alexa Bliss with the doll shit, because people like your goth Lolita bitch in any medium. Alexa, and there's Rhea up top. Dewdrop in high risk. Fighting whoever can take control for the top turnbuckle. Oh my god, the pandemonium's in the air. The fans are absolutely going bananas. They're standing still. They're just sitting still. There's, of course, the trio. And there's, of course, the top rope suplex spot with the multiple women down. I'm sorry, is WWE even looking properly? Oh my god. Liv goes for the pin on Rhea. 1, 2, double pin. Alexa also pinned Dewdrop, but it was also a near fall. And there's only 2. Will it be the experienced Alexa Bliss that's been champion before? Goes for the immediate schoolboy. Full head of steam. Left both women vulnerable because now schoolboy by Liv. Full package. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is feeling like 2K14 all over again. If you guys would understand whenever they go for that pin reversal shit, and it's always 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, you see that one fucking nerd poking his head out, and there's the DDT, the Miz-like DDT by Alexa Bliss. And there she is. She's gonna set up for the Twisted Bliss. Has her up in the corner. Twisted Bliss, but the knees are up. Dewdrop trying to take advantage and tosses her out of the ring. Ripley. Oh, but the face breaker off the second rope and trying to go for the STO off the rope. Oh, what did she call that move anyway? Don't answer. Please don't answer. But look at Alexa holding the foot. Former tag team partner double clothesline on each other to drop off the corner. Oh! And Liv trying to go high risk. A Michinoku driver by Dooflop. And a drop kick on the dome of Dewdrop. Rhea literally was out of the match for like nearly 10 minutes until the finish happened, so it's obvious that she's going to win. Oh, elbow to the face of Ripley. The diabetic riptide. Oh, the cover. 1, 2, 3. Thank God this match is over. This match was so average, but don't put this on the main event again, Vince. Like I don't want to watch this again. Like, Vince, you gotta like think to yourself, like, when people go on the network, you don't want only people to watch the old shit, right? Right? No, I'm kidding. They do. They do. That's insane to me. This is a business venture that Vince is okay doing all because it just pokes up more revenue than 20 years ago. Instead of making a good quality TV show, I gotta watch this shit every week. That's awesome. That's very awesome. That's fair. Poor out being a fan and now gotta watch Ripley and Bianca Belair, and that deserves a main event. Why is Priest and Finn Balor here to hype that up? Why? Ripley and Belair is gonna be Money in the Bank. That literally ended the show. And now the lights are dark because of it. Well, that's Raw. Thank God it's over. If anybody's willing to pull up, I wouldn't mind staying on for a bit more so we can get a conversation. But that's it. Thanks for everybody coming, and I appreciate anybody that had the patience to listen or watch it with me. This show was so bad. There was like very few matches that kept me, interested or emotionally invested. The only thing that garnered any semblance of drama was just Edge somehow getting turned on by the group that he literally won with on pay-per-view. And then immediately not getting Omos over by losing in a handicap match where the numbers advantage and he had the height advantage. Yet Omos doesn't get over. And Lashley gets an immediate U.S. title shot. And just a predictable four-way match with no drama intertwined other than Rhea's part of the faction. And she's legitimately the only heel in the four-way anyway. So it's obvious Belair needs to get over somebody that already has a numbers game on her. So that's technically it. Very little vignettes to even build up that much of what happens with the Dominic feud or Edge or anything going on with the bloodline with Riddle. So this just felt like just a live event show that had to run for 3 goddamn hours. And if that's the case, I will be really shocked if a person like Joe Cronin, or JD from New York, or guys that still do this on a consistent basis, and just the people that think this is like an average show to watch, I feel bad. Monday Nitro back in like the late 90s when they were 3 hours was more enticing, and majority of those were squash matches, and they at least made sure I know most of the wrestlers. Oh, by the way, majority of the wrestlers were draws. This show is just an example of how much the quality of WWE has fallen. It's not just wrestling wise, it's quality wise. I don't want to watch your goddamn show consistently. That's not a good look, guys. But that's just my opinion. And if you subscribe, you'll see a lot more. Thanks for people that got the likes up, and we're staying patient, just enjoying themselves over to the chat, primarily Sonic. But thanks for the guys that pull up. To you, Christian Rose, shout out to him. And it was good to be back on live in good health after getting sick, missing work. That's it for me. Thanks for watching the DST show. I'll be back live for probably Wednesday, Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Thanks. Take care, Sonic. And everybody else here that were here or left. God bless y'all and have a good night.